Hello, I'm John Reeves here with Dave Meier, and today we're going to talk about Wall Street. So it feels like Wall Street's focus on short-term profits is even more so than ever before. You know, when you look at high-frequency trading and these sorts of things, it's very short-term oriented. Interestingly, we feel that that gives the average investor even more of an opportunity to beat the street. So Dave, how can ordinary investors beat the Wall Street professional?
So I think there are three things that we can do to beat the Wall Street professional. The first thing we can do is invest for the long term in a short term world. And what I mean is get your mind right. Focus on the long term. Look, I don't care what happens next quarter at LinkedIn in terms of are they going to beat analyst estimates or anything like that. What I want to know is, what is that company doing now that's going to position it over the next 3 to 5 years to continue to dominate the career management market? That's how long-term mindset, got to have it from the beginning.
Okay, so let's say, assuming we've got it. Okay,
Yep.
Dave, I'm long-term.
Yep.
Now, what else do I got to do?
High-quality companies, that's where you want to invest your money. If we think about it, high-quality companies have a way of growing a little bit more than you might think, or earning a little bit higher return than you might think. Look at the history of companies like Altria or Markel. These are top-notch companies that have been able to go on and on and on in generating excellent returns on invested capital for shareholders. High quality is where you want to put long-term money in order to get a compounding machine.
Okay, and now my final question for you is a hard one.
Yep.
Right? And you and I, prior to coming to the Fool, we had other jobs and we have families and we have busy lives, right? So what do you say to the person who says, hey, look, I don't have the time for this. I don't spend all day reading 10Ks.
That is an excellent point. Here's what you can do. Don't be afraid to take small bets. And here's what I mean. There's lots of things that you and I know and are exposed to in our lives. Don't be afraid to make a bet on a small bet on a company like that. For instance, I've had an interest in GoPro cameras recently. It turns out Ambarella makes the chip for the GoPro cameras. As a result, I've made a small investment in Ambarella. Another thing that's interested me, I was an engineer before I did this, got into investing. X1 creates 3D printers that print in metal. Those are things I used to do in the past. Again, it's in my wheelhouse. It's easy. I just make a small bet. What you'll find is if you make enough small bets, you'll see the winners emerge over time, and you simply put more capital toward those winners.
Excellent, Dave. So long-term focus, quality companies, small bets. And that's it for now. Be sure to follow all of these companies on Fool.com.